Hello everyone, I am Sai Kartikeya Vemuri from Friedrich Schiller University, Jena, Germany. In this short presentation, I will introduce our work called FINR, Functional Tensor Decompositions for Implicit Neural Representations. Implicit neural representations use neural networks to represent discrete signals as continuous functions. They are also called coordinate based representations because the input of these networks is the coordinate and the output is the specific quantity, such as pixels, etc. The weights and structure of the neural networks encode the data structure in a continuous and differentiable manner. Here I show the paradigm of functional tensor decompositions. It is a deep learning equivalent of separation of variables. Every multidimensional function, here f, can be represented as outer product of univariate neural networks G through the rank R. This leads to scalable, faster, and sharper learning. Here we see an example of a three-dimensional function f learned through three neural networks for each dimension. The mode in which the components are combined is called the tensor decomposition format. Here we show three of them: canonic polyadic CP, tensor train TT, and Tucker TU. Our idea is to combine functional tensor decompositions with implicit neural representations. A general coordinate based representation phi is expressed as outer product of univariate axis specific neural networks. In the figure, we can see FINR versus traditional INR. There are three main components that constitute an FINR: the backend, which is the neural network used for learning each component; the mode, which is the format in which the components are combined; and finally, the rank, which controls the degree of compression. Here, the three components are explained further. The mode, which is the format in which the components are combined, can be canonic polyadic, tensor train, or Tucker. The backend, which is the neural network used to learn each component, can be any implicit neural representation, such as SIREN, wire, MLPs with hash and positional encoding, etc. The rank is an integer which controls the degree of compression. This depends on the task. For images, the optimum range of rank is somewhere between 64 and 128. For nerves, it is around 16 to 64, etc. The advantage of FINR compared to other INR architectures is that it is scalable. There is no single monolithic bottleneck, but several smaller univariate components. It is modular. We can use any INR architecture with any tensor decomposition mode and any rank. They are faster due to reduced forward pass complexity. And finally, they are sharper because we reduce the complexity while also improving the representational capacity. From here, we show applications of FINR. We start with simple 2D image representation. Here we see the problem formulation and how it is changed from the standard INR. We test for different combinations and ranks and backends and consistently observe that the FINR models are faster and more sharper than their monolithic counterparts. Some of the learned images are presented here. On the upper row, we see the backends and the FINR counterparts are on the bottom row. We see the speed up in time and also improvement in PSNR. Moving on to geometry sign distance function learning, we observe similar results. Both speed up and gain in intersection over union for FINR models compared to their monolithic counterparts and also other baseline. We also show here neural radiance fields. The problem formulation is given here. The speed up in this case is not as high as the other applications due to the unstructured nature of the problem. But we still observe competitive performance compared to other nerve specific methods. In conclusion, we present FINR as a universal and modular paradigm. We can use any neural backend for learning the univariate components, any tensor decomposition mode to combine them, and any rank to control the compression and trade off between complexity and time. We can use FINR for any INR related applications such as images, geometry modeling, video learning, etc., and any downstream tasks such as compression, denoising, etc. Please check out our project page.